Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about Savantism. Savantism or Savant syndrome is a strange but spectacular condition which people with several developmental disabilities, including autism, they can demonstrate extraordinary and prodigious capacities and abilities that they aren't considered made by normal people. There are 6 kinds of savant skills: calendar calculating, mathematical abilities, art, music, mechanical abilities, and finally, special skills. Okay, one example is Matt Savage, a boy of 10 years old who can play the piano very fast and so good without mistake. He prefers the jazz, and he's gone to many jazz festivals, and he's composed the most of the songs that he plays. Matt is a special boy. He began to walk, to talk, and to spell at the age of 2. But there is something wrong. Matt is an antisocial person and has many problems to communicate with another people. Also, he can attend dance at normal school. His mother told that his talent suddenly emerged at the age of 7 years old. And his parents were very surprised because they never listened to jazz. He only started to play it. Finally, Matt Savage has a perfect pitch that it occurs 1 in 2,000 people, and with this he can recognize the sounds and play on the piano perfectly. Okay, the seal of the savant is that it arises spontaneously without having exercised or practiced a skill never. Another example is Kim Peek. He died at the age of 58 in 2008. He read around 12,000 books and remembered everything about them. Uh, he could he could read 2 pages at once. His left eye read the left page, and the other one read the right page. It took about 5 seconds to read the 2 pages completely. Moreover, he could remember the 98% of whole. Kim also can remember important facts, for example, war dates, result of matches that occurred many years ago, biographies, among others. He had an intellectual coefficient of 73, but he couldn't do simple things or tasks. For example, take a shower, dress, brush his teeth by himself, and sometimes eat. He lives all his life with his father. Okay, some doctors explain that savants don't have a conceptual memory, but literal memory. The core of the savants is record and repeat information. They have a mechanical memory. Another case is Stephen Wilshire. He is a savant artist. He can see a complicated construction in London, and less than an hour he can reproduce it with the exact number of the windows and details. But he understands only the simple ideas because he is an autistic too. Her sister must help with the most simple tasks, and he can't simple sums. He has an extraordinary photographic memory, but sometimes he can remember where he lives. He never took an artistic class. One day he drew a 10 meters length of a panorama of Tokyo, only with a short helicopter ride. But he but he learned to speak at the age of 10 years old. That is very curious. But let's see the picture of some drawings of this person. Okay, finally, Joey Sullivan, who is the best for the numbers and calculations, he can concentrate in a conversation. And in some occasion, he is very aggressive when he feels that many people are watching him. He had an amazing ability with numbers and solve some problems or square roots, division and multiplication with more than 8 digits. And it doesn't take to him more than 5 seconds to give the answer. Okay, these seven were in this way, but the case of Orlando Farrell is very different. He wasn't born autistic, and today he can do everything by himself. He is a normal person, but he developed his savant skill after a brain injury. In 1979, at the age of 10 years old, Orlando was playing baseball when the ball struck him hard off the left side of the head. He fell to the ground but eventually got up to continue playing. After a while, Orlando had headaches, but he realized that he had new abilities. He could do complex calendar calculations and remember the weather of the day since the day of the accident. For example, remember that June 12th was Tuesday, for example. But he doesn't use the memory or calculation. He only activates the part of the brain of the calculation and says the day. Do you think that someday we will know the whole secret of the savants? I don't know, but I can say that we can continue to amaze us with their knowledge, abilities, and other things that are amazing. Uh, what else? And finally, I think that they see the world in different way, and this is very special.